So, boys, today uh, we are starting the topic electromagnetic induction, and before that, to start the electromagnetic induction, we need some magnetic terms. Some magnetic terms over there. That is, we can call it is magnetic terms. Magnetic terms we need for the electromagnetic induction. So we want to study the magnetism, little bit magnetism, and then we will proceed for the your actual topic. See, this is the topic magnetism is required for the electromagnetic induction topic. Okay, that's why we want to study the magnetism. Magnetism we want to see. Before that, see what are the types of magnets? Types of magnets. Basically, there are two types. That is, one is that is natural magnet, and another is artificial magnet. Artificial magnet. Okay, natural magnet and artificial magnet. Artificial magnet is also called as electromagnet. Artificial magnet is called as electromagnet. Electromagnet. This magnet is due to the passing the current in the coil. Okay, there are two types of magnets: natural magnet and artificial magnet. Artificial magnet is called as electromagnet. Magnet due to the current electricity. The material becomes magnet when current is passing through the conductor, which is wound on that material. Then it becomes the magnet. That magnet is called as electromagnet or artificial magnet, which is due to the electricity. Natural magnet, which is taken out from the earth. Natural magnet, which is taken out from the earth, that is called as natural magnet. And it is called as lodestone or lead stone. Lead stone. And what is formula? Fe3O4. O4. Magnetic oxide of the iron. Fe3O4. That is the formula for this. Magnetic oxide of the iron, that is called as natural magnet, which is taken out from the earth. It is also called as bar magnet. It is also called as bar magnet. So it is also called as bar magnet. So I will draw the diagram of bar magnet. See here, this is the diagram of bar magnet. See this magnet, that is the one rectangular piece, and then we can show the magnetic field lines. This I will show only two magnetic field lines. The second magnetic field lines. Okay, now see, then after that here are two poles. That is this is my south pole and this is my north pole. Then when I'm showing this is my south pole and this is a north pole, then the field direction from south to north within the magnet. Field direction from south to north within the magnet and north to south outside the magnet. North to south, the field direction is outside the magnet. Okay, and see, this is a number one magnetic flux or magnetic field line. Number 2, magnetic field line. There are so many magnetic field lines over there in the bar magnet. It is a natural magnet. Okay. Now see, what is your observation? Now see here, what are the properties of the magnetic field lines or flux properties? Properties of the magnetic field lines or flux properties. First property, look here, magnetic field line travel from south to north pole within the magnet and north to south pole outside the magnet. See, magnetic field lines travels from south to north pole within the magnet and north to south pole outside the magnet. This is the first property. Understood? This is the first property. Now, second here. Second property. Now, see this line, magnetic field line. It is in the closed path. So it will be travel in the closed loop. It is in the closed loop. Closed loop. Magnetic field lines, it is in the closed loop. They complete their loop. They travel in the form of closed loop. They travel in the form of closed loop. That is the second property over here. They travel in the form of closed loop like this. They travel in the form of closed loop. This is a single line of field or line of flux. This is a magnetic flux. This is a second magnetic flux like this. They are completing their loops like this. They are completing their loop like this. Okay. They are in the form of closed loop. Magnetic field lines are in the form of closed loop. Then third property, they never intersect each other like this. They never intersect each other. They never intersect each other. That is a third property. Fourth property of the flux. See, magnetic flux lines or magnetic field lines or magnetic flux, it is a vector quantity. It has got magnitude as well as direction. Magnetic field lines, magnetic, it has got as well as direction. That's why the magnetic flux is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Flux is a vector quantity. Lines or flux be shown by the magnetic, shown by the phi liter, and unit of the magnetic flux is Weber. Unit of the magnetic flux is WEBER. WEBER. That is unit of, is the unit of the magnetic flux lines. They never intersect each other. It is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. It has got the magnitude as well as direction. It has got magnitude as well as direction. Okay. And then they never intersect each other. They form a closed loop. They form a closed loop. They travel from south to north pole within the magnet and north to south pole outside the magnet. That is a property. And it is a vector quantity. Okay. They never intersect each other. Okay. Another thing that magnetic field lines, see, basically there are two types of magnetic substances. One is magnetic substance and another is non-magnetic substance. Now, wood, mica, paper, glass, rubber, these are the materials of non-magnetic substances. They never becomes the magnet. Then all metals becomes the magnet. That is iron, cobalt, nickel, steel, etc., etc. These materials, when they will come under the influence of the magnet or under the magnetic field lines, then the magnetic field lines will pass from this material, and then these materials becomes the magnet. These materials becomes the magnet. They will show the magnetic property. But wood, mica, glass, paper, they will not become the magnet anymore. But magnetic field lines passing from this material. Suppose this is my wood. Then wood is a non-magnetic substance. The magnetic field line will pass from the wood. Magnetic field line will pass from the wood. There will be no effect on that material. Without effect on this material, the magnetic field lines passing from the non-magnetic substance without any effect on that substance. Magnetic field lines passing from the non-magnetic substance without any effect on that material. they can pass from the non-magnetic substance. Magnetic field lines pass from the non-magnetic substance without any effect on that substance. Okay, non-magnetic substance. Magnetic field lines will pass from the non-magnetic substance without any effect on that substance. Okay, that is one thing over here. That is one thing. Another property of the flux lines, they tend to be as short as possible. They tend to be as short as possible, means they form their closed loop using the shortcut path like this. Using the shortcut path, they will form the closed loop, not using the long path like this. The tendency of the magnetic flux lines or field lines or magnetic flux, they tend to be as short as possible, and they complete their loop using the shortcut path. They complete their loop using the shortcut path. Okay, they will not go for the long path and not complete the loop. They tend to be as short as possible. Due to this property, there is a leakage flux in the electrical machines. There is a leakage flux in the electrical machines. Due to this property, the leakage flux will be there in the electrical machines. What are the electrical machines? There is a transformer, then motor, generator. Okay, motor means AC motor, DC motor. AC motor means induction motor. DC motor means that is the DC motor, series motor and shunt type of motor. Then generators, AC generator, DC generator. These are the electrical machines, and there will be a leakage flux available in the in the electrical machines due to this property. What is this property? They tend to be as short as possible. They will not use the long path to complete their loop. They will use a shortcut path to complete their loop. That is a tendency of the lines of force. That is a tendency of the magnetic lines of force, or magnetic flux, or magnetic field lines. These are the some few properties of the lines of force or magnetic field lines. Now see, what is the difference between magnetic field lines and electric field lines? See, magnetic field lines will generate in the electromagnet due to the current, and electric field lines, which is you have seen in 12th standard in the electrostatic chapter, electric field lines generates due to the potential difference or due to the voltage. Electric field lines generates due to the potential difference or due to the voltage. V. Voltage produces the electrical field lines, which you have seen in the electrostatic chapter. The current generates the magnetic field lines. Current generates the magnetic field lines, and these are the few properties of the magnetic field lines listed over here. Clear? Any doubt in this, boys, please? Any doubt in the magnetic field lines properties?
No, sir.
They can pass magnetic substance without any effect on substance. They can travel from south to north pole within the magnet, and from north to south pole outside the magnet. They never intersect each other. Okay, they tend to be as short as possible. Due to that, there is a leakage flux in the electrical machines. Okay, and it is a vector quantity. It has got the magnitude as well as direction, and they will be in the closed loop. These are the some properties of the magnetic field lines. Can I clear? Yeah, boys, any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, then oh shit. Then we'll share this. Then see, what is the magnetization? The process of converting non-magnetic material into the magnetic sample is called as magnetization. Okay, now one thing that is we have seen the bar magnet, that is a permanent magnet, and the process of converting non-magnetic material. Non-magnetic material means Yes, substance is magnetic substance, but it is not comes under the influence of the magnet. And when it will comes under the influence of the magnet, then it becomes the magnet. Okay, see, what are the types of magnetic materials? Paramagnetic substance, ferromagnetic substance, and diamagnetic substance. These are the magnetic substances. They becomes the magnet when they will come under the influence of the magnet or in the field of the magnet, then they becomes magnet. But the non-magnetic substance, wood, mica, paper, glass, rubber, if they will come under the magnet or magnetic field, influence of magnetic field, they never becomes magnet. They never becomes magnet. The flux cannot be stored in that material. But in the magnetic substance, flux stores. But in the non-magnetic substance, flux cannot be stored. Pass from this, but they will not store. In the magnetic substance, flux can pass as well as flux store in that material. And that's why that substance becomes magnet. And this process is called as magnetization. Clear? Clear? Okay. This process is called as magnetization.
Yes, sir.
Now look here. Difference between electromagnet and permanent magnet. The magnetic properties are displaced when the current is passed through it. The magnetic property exists when the material is magnetized. The strength is adjusted depending upon the amount of flow of current. Material, the substance becomes strong magnet or weak magnet depends upon the how much value of the current flowing in the coil. That is called as called as the strength of that electromagnet. The strength depends upon the nature of the material used in its creation. So here the strength is paramagnetic substance, ferromagnetic substance, and diamagnetic substance. In that, ferromagnetic substance has got strong, that is high strength. The ferromagnetic substance becomes strong magnetic substance, nickel, iron, cobalt, steel. These materials become strong magnetic materials. Okay. Removal of magnetic properties is temporary. Once magnetic property is lost, it becomes useless. It requires continuous supply of electricity to maintain its magnetic field. It does not require continuous supply for electricity to maintain its magnetic field, because here it is a permanent magnet. Already magnetic field is there, but here when current removes, the magnetic field vanishes. So again, if we want to build up the magnetic field in that material, then you have to pass the current in the coil. And when current will be in the coil, then what happens over here? That substance becomes the magnet. Okay. It is usually made of soft material. It is usually made of hard material, steel, silicon, steel, cobalt, nickel, wrought iron. Like these ferromagnetic substances are used for permanent magnet. Ferromagnetic substance becomes the permanent magnet, not the diamagnetic substance and paramagnetic substance. Diamagnetic substance and paramagnetic substance are weak magnetic substances. They get magnetized, but weakly magnetized. The ferromagnetic substance is strongly magnetic substance. The poles, now look here, the poles of this kind of magnet can be altered with a flow of current. Means here is a reverse polarity can be generated in the electromagnet. When you are changing the direction of the current, then the magnetic poles also get changed. The magnetic poles depends upon the direction of the current. When there will be change in the direction of the current, then there will be change in the poles. So reverse polarity can be occur in the electromagnet. Here in the permanent magnet, no, we cannot change the poles. The poles of this kind of magnet cannot be changed. So this is what electromagnet or natural magnet. Natural magnet is called as bar magnet. Okay. Now see the examples of the permanent magnet or natural magnet is a bar magnet. See the diagram of the bar magnet. Now see how the magnetic field lines over here. The magnetic field lines passing from the south to north pole within the magnet. See the direction. And outside the magnet, north to south pole. This is the property of the magnetic field lines. South to north pole within the magnet and north to south pole outside the magnet. This is the bar magnet or natural magnet or permanent magnet. These are the examples of the electromagnet. The examples of temporary magnet or electromagnet is solenoid, toroid, and straight conductor. See, this is a diagram of solenoid. This is a diagram of solenoid. This is a diagram of toroid. These two diagrams are toroid. Here is one iron ring, and on the iron ring, you have wound the coil over here. And then you are sending the current in the coil. This is the material, iron material, that is rectangular type or cylindrical type rod. And you have wound the winding on this rod. You are sending current from the coil here, from the conductor. The current will flow in the coil like this and coming out. This is south pole and this is north pole. Now here rod is used. Here in this solenoid, there will be no rod. Air is the material now. The coil is hanged in the air. Now air is the material over here for the magnetic substance. So this coil is called as air core coil, and this coil is called as iron core coil. Because here is no iron material, coil just hanged in the air, kept in the air. So air is a material for the magnetic substance. I think air comes under dia or para. So air is a material. So this coil is called as air core coil, and this coil is called as iron core coil. And this is called as solenoid. This is called as toroid. And straight conductor, we just want the straight conductor over there. This is straight conductor. This straight conductor has got two terminals, terminal 1 and terminal 2. And when current flows in this conductor from terminal 1 to terminal 2, then according to Oersted, who found out the electromagnet, scientist Oersted found out the electromagnet. And when current flows, the magnetic field lines generates around the conductor like this. Magnetic field line generates around the conductor. Now we want to find out the direction of this magnetic field lines. And who will give the direction of the magnetic field lines? Right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. Now, what is the right hand thumb rule? Hold the conductor in the right hand. Hold the conductor in the right hand. Then look here. This is a thumb. I'm not good in the diagram, but I am trying. This is the thumb over here. Thumb shows the direction of the current. Then hold the conductor in the right hand like this. Hold the conductor in the right hand like this. Okay. Hold the conductor in the right hand. Then what happened over here? The thumb is up. So thumb shows the direction of the current. And the rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. Rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field like this. Rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. So what is the direction of magnetic field over here? In this manner. Because thumb is up, so current is upward. Thumb is up, so current is upward. The field lines will be anti-clockwise. Here. According to right hand thumb rule. Field lines will be anti-clockwise like this. Current is flowing from terminal 1 to upward direction. When current is upward, then magnetic field lines will be like this. Anti-clockwise direction of the magnetic field lines. Okay. Magnetic field lines will be anti-clockwise. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? Please. Hello. Boys, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
You understood
Sir.
direction of magnetic field over here? Hold the conductor in the right hand. The rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field, and thumb shows the direction of the current. The current is upward direction. Then the magnetic field lines anti-clockwise. Then draw the vice versa diagram, or draw the another diagram and send the current from terminal 2 to terminal 1. When current is downward, then thumb is downward over here. See, if you want to draw the diagram here like this, see here, if I draw the diagram here, right hand thumb rule, this is my terminal 2, terminal 1, then current is flowing downward direction. I'm changing the direction of the current. Then according to the Oersted scientist, the magnetic field line generates around the conductor like this. Okay, magnetic field lines generates around the conductor like this. Then look here, the thumb is in downward direction. Hold the conductor in the right hand. Thumb is in the downward direction. Then my fingers will be in this direction. My finger will be in this direction. Rounded finger will be in this direction. So what is, if rounded finger in this direction means magnetic field lines will be in this direction, clockwise direction. Magnetic field lines will be in the clockwise direction like this. See, magnetic field lines will be in the clockwise direction. Okay, magnetic field lines will be in the clockwise direction. Okay, see, clockwise direction. Thumb is in downward direction. Thumb is down, so current is downward direction, and the rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field lines. So rounded finger will be like this in a clockwise manner. So magnetic field lines will be in the direction of the clockwise direction. So what happened over here depends upon the direction of the current. The direction of the magnetic field will be applicable over here. Here current is upward. The field lines travels in the anti-clockwise direction. Here current is downward. The field lines travels in the clockwise direction. Field lines will be traveling in the clockwise direction. And here current is upward. It is anti-clockwise direction. Here is a clockwise direction, magnetic field lines. This is what? The straight conductor. This is electromagnet. Electromagnet. And to find out the direction of the magnetic field lines, we are applying here right hand thumb rule. And discovery of electromagnet given by the scientist Oersted. Okay, and right hand thumb rule we are applying to find out the direction. Now, same law we are applying for the toroid and solenoid. Same law we are applying for the toroid and solenoid. Only thing is that, see, if I draw the diagram of solenoid, it is a rectangular piece. It is a rectangular piece. Then on the winding on this rectangular piece like this, like this winding is wounded over here. And see here, the terminal 1 and terminal 2 of the coil, terminal 1 of the coil and terminal 2 of the coil. Then here, winding wounded. This is the front side of the coil, and back side, we can see the back side here. Side of the coil, we cannot see like this. Only we can look the front side. And so thumb rule is applied only for the front side of the coil. Now, what is the right hand thumb rule for the straight conductor here? Thumb shows the direction of the current, and finger shows the direction of the magnetic field over here. Now, opposite to this, for straight conductor, the rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field, and thumb shows the direction of the current. Now here, the thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field. Thumb shows the direction of magnetic field, vice versa. And rounded finger shows the direction of the current. Rounded finger shows the direction of the current for coil. Okay. If coil is there, coil is wounded on the solenoid and toroid. These are the types of the electromagnets. And when coil is there, then what is the thumb shows and what is the rounded finger shows? Rounded finger shows the direction of the current and thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field. Now, if I'll put the dot here, what is meaning of dot convention? Meaning of dot means current is entering in the coil from the terminal 1 and leaving from the terminal 2. Dot means the current, it shows from which terminal current is entering. If I'll put the dot here, meaning is that current enters from the terminal 1 like this, it will go up in the front side and it will go up, it will come down in the back side, then again it will go up in the front side, then it will go down in the back side, then again it will go up in the front side, then again it will go down and then go up in the front side, because we can see only the front side, and then from back side it will come out to the terminal 2 like this. This is the direction of the palm rule not, only right hand thumb rule. So what happened over here? The dot, from the dot, the current enters here and leaves from the terminal 2. Now look here, we are applying the right hand thumb rule. When current flows in the coil from terminal 1 to terminal 2, then see here the front side. So we cannot see the back side over here. We cannot see the back side of the coil. Oh shit, just wait. We cannot see the back side, so I will remove the back side. Oh shit. Just wait. Oh, see, I will draw once again the diagram. See, this is my iron piece. Then coil wounded on the iron piece like this. And then coming out. Terminal 1, terminal 2. Dot is here. Current enters from terminal 1, goes up like this, and coming down here like this, going up like this. Then you apply the right hand thumb rule. Now rounded finger shows the direction of the current. Rounded finger shows the direction of the current, and the rounded finger only front side current. Now look here, current is upward here. So rounded finger show the, hold the right hand. So rounded finger shows the direction of the current. So these are my rounded fingers. See, rounded finger shows the direction of the current. Current is up. Okay. Now my thumb is like this here now. My thumb is like this over here now. Okay. My thumb is like this. See the rounded fingers on the front side of the coil here. Front side of the coil, rounded fingers, and this is the direction of the thumb over here. Okay. So rounded finger shows the direction of the current and thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field lines within the substance. So what is the magnetic field line over here? I will draw two magnetic field lines. Okay. Number 1 like this. Okay. Then number 2 like this. Okay. Number 2 like this. Now see, thumb is showing the direction of the magnetic field. My thumb is direction is in this manner. So within the magnet, my field direction is like this, according to direction of the thumb. And outside the magnet, outside the solenoid, it is like this, because magnet field lines in the closed loop like this. It is like this. So according to property, then assign the poles. Magnetic field lines travel from south to north pole within the magnet. So this is my south pole, and this is my north pole. magnetic field lines travels from south to north pole within the magnet, and from north to south pole outside the magnet. Clear? And from north to south pole outside the magnet. Clear this point? Within the magnet from south to north pole, because we have seen the property. The magnetic field lines travels from south to north pole within the magnet and north to south pole outside the magnet. My thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field lines according to right hand thumb rule. Rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic direction of the current flowing in the conductor. It is just opposite to the straight conductor. In the straight conductor, thumb shows the direction of the current and rounded finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. Here in the coil, the rounded finger shows the direction of the current and thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field lines. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? Clear? Boys, are you with me? सब लोग मेरे साथ हैं? समझ में आ रहा है?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the thumb shows the direction of magnet like this. We can assign the poles and we can assign the direction of the magnetic field over here. When current enters, dot is here. Current enters from the terminal 1. Just wait, boys. My screen has gone. Let's wait for the 2 minutes. Just wait. Light will come. Light should come. आ जाएगा 2 मिनट में. Just wait, boys. Yeah. Okay. Then look here. Now current enters from terminal 1, leaves from terminal 2. Magnetic field lines like this, clockwise. This south pole, north pole. Now same diagram you have to draw here. And send the current from the terminal 2. And see the direction of the magnetic field on the coil over here. This is my coil. This is solenoid diagram. Yeah. So terminal 2 dot is here now. This is a terminal 2 over here now. This is a terminal 1 over here now. Okay. Now current flows from terminal 2. So what is backside current is up. Front side current is down. Backside current is up. Front side current is down. See the direction of the current is changed now here. Front side current is down. And then it is coming out from the terminal 1. Enters from the terminal 2 and coming out from the terminal 1. Then apply the right hand thumb rule. Rounded finger shows now fingers are in downward direction. Fingers are in rounded finger shows the direction of the current. Current is downward. So fingers are downward. Rounded finger shows the direction of the current. Then my thumb will be in this direction now. My thumb will be in this direction. Rounded finger shows the direction of the current. Front side current. Okay. Rounded fingers shows the direction of the current. Direction of the current downward. Here in the front side. Because current enters from the second terminal and leaves from the terminal 1. So red finger shows the direction of the current and thumb shows direction of the magnetic field lines. So thumb is in this direction. So you have to assign the flux now. See here. See here like this. See here. Now see the thumb is in this direction. So magnetic field lines within the magnet is in this direction. forward you can say, and see then, and then it is in this direction, and outside it is in this direction, just opposite direction of this field. Clear? Then assign the poles. See, this is then field lines travels from south to north pole. So this is my south pole, and this is my north pole within the magnet, and north to south pole outside the magnet. So look here now, there is a change in the direction of the current, then there will be a change in the direction of the magnetic field and change in the poles. So poles can be reversed. Electromagnet. We cannot change the poles in the permanent magnet, but we can change the poles in the electromagnet, and it depends upon the direction of the current. Magnetic field lines direction depends upon the direction of the current according to right hand thumb rule. That's why here there is a change of magnetic poles over here. There will be a change of magnetic poles over here. Just 1 minute, boys. हा सचिन सर, माझं लेक्चर चालू आहे ना. हा बोल. कोण म्हटलं नाही? उद्या. हा हा, तुम्हाला इंटरचेंज करायचंय का? तुम्हाला कंबाईन करायचंय का? बर बर बर. चालतंय ऍक्च्युली. 11 वाजता आहे का? चालते का आपण कंबाईन केलं तर, है ना? तुम्हाला नंतर सांगतो. आता माझं लेक्चर चालू आहे. ओके ओके. Okay, boys. Sorry for Sachin sir called me actually to take the combined lecture. Okay, no problem. See, understood the direction of the magnetic field lines? आया क्या समझ में? Hello, boys, are you with me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
ये कैसे change होगा direction of field
Yes,
lines?
sir.
Depends upon the direction of the current. Right hand thumb rule, only for the front side of the coil we can apply, not for the back side of the coil. We can see only the front side current, not the back side current. And we are applying the right hand thumb rule for the front side current. This is called a solenoid diagram. It is iron core coil. When coil is only like this, then it is called as air core coil. Okay, air core coil. The magnetic field line generates like this in the air core coil. Okay, this is a solenoid, and we have applied the right hand thumb rule over here, and we have assigned the poles over here. Change in the, see, this is north pole, now it becomes south pole. This is south pole, it becomes north pole due to change of direction of the current, because there will be change in the direction of the magnetic field. And if there is a change in the direction of the magnetic field, then definitely there will be a change in the magnetic poles. Clear? Then go for the next diagram. Toroid. Toroid means just it. These are the types of the electromagnets. It is just ring. I'm not much good in the diagram. It is the ring like this. Iron ring you can take, or any material you can take over here. Then you wound the winding on this ring. See, like this. This is a coil wounded on this ring. This is a front side coil, and the back side coil we cannot see here. Back side we cannot see here. Again, here terminal 1, terminal 2. Every device there are 2 terminals. The current flowing terminal 1. Front side current is like this. Front side current is like this. Coming like this. Back side current is like this. Front side current is like this. Then it is coming out like this. Then apply the right hand thumb rule. See, rounded finger show the direction of the current. Fingers are like this. Then my thumb is up. My thumb is up. So you show the direction of the magnetic field lines. The magnet
Recording in progress.
and the mess, it is coming like this. So here in the ring, the field is clockwise direction. Field is in clockwise direction. The current is like this, according to this finger. My thumb is up. So magnetic field line direction is clockwise in the ring. If you draw, that is, you change the direction of the current now. See the solenoid, toroid. Then look here. Then the coil is like this here, and now you are sending the current from the terminal 2. Dot is at terminal 2 over here. This is a terminal 1. Then current in the front side, that is front side coil is, back side is like this. Front side current is like this. Back side is like this, forward, and front side current is like this. Now see here, my thumb, my fingers, rounded fingers are in this direction. So my thumb is downward. My thumb is downward. Rounded finger are in this downward. This two lines generates here in this toroid or within this ring. Then my thumb is downward, means my magnetic field will be in this direction. It is go up here. It is go up here, and here is like this. So this is my anti-clockwise direction field. Magnetic field is in anti-clockwise direction. When you are changing the direction of the current, current is flowing here, coming out here, in the direction of the magnetic field lines, and there will be change in the poles. So in the electromagnet, we can reverse the direction. We can reverse the direction of the magnetic field lines, because the magnetic field lines direction depends upon the direction of the current. And when there will be a change in the direction of the magnetic field lines, then there will be change in the poles. So we can reverse the polarity in the electromagnet, but not in the permanent magnet. Clear this point? Clear this point? These are the types of the electromagnets. Diagrams of the electromagnets: solenoid, toroid, state conductor. Solenoid, toroid, state conductor. These are the direction of the electromagnet. And to find out the direction of the magnetic field lines, we are applying the right hand thumb rule over here. Right hand thumb rule is a vice versa thumb rule for state conductor and coil. Clear, wise? Hello? Did you understand the things? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Any doubt in this now? This is not my picture actually. This is Dasgupta sir's picture. So don't confuse in this. Yeah. Boys, any doubt?
You are
Please,
looking
no
smart,
doubt.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. Bolo. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Say something. Or you chat with me.
No, sir.
Then the applications of the electromagnet. Applications of the electromagnet, where we can use the electromagnets. Electromagnets are widely used in electrical machines or electromechanical devices, including generators, motors, transformers, relays, electrical belts and buzzers, loudspeakers, headphones, actuators. So this is not part of the syllabus, but we want to study for the further chapter. Actuators, magnetic recording, and data storage equipments like tape recorders, VCRs, hard disks, MRI machines, scan machines, MRI, brain MRI machines. Then scientific equipment such as mass spectrometers, particle accelerators, magnetic locks, musical instruments, pickups, magnetic separation equipments used for separating the magnet from non-magnetic materials. For example, separating ferrous metal from other materials in scrap, industrial lifting magnets, magnetic levitations, in the train, manufacturing, and hyperthermia therapy. These are the applications of the electromagnet. Okay. Then look here, what we want to, what is the help we required? We need actually some magnetic terms. So what is a magnetic circuit? Please read this. I will come 1 minute. Continue. Followed by magnetic flux. Okay, it is a magnetic circuit is a closed path generated by the magnetic flux. Look here, it is a toroid, number of turns n. Now when current is flowing in the coil, then see the field lines generates over here, and the magnetic field it will be in the closed path. When magnetic field line generates and they are always in the closed path, that's why this circuit is called as magnetic circuit. This circuit is called as magnetic circuit. The law of magnetic circuit are quite similar to those of the electric circuit. Consider solenoid or toroid iron ring having a magnetic path of L meter, that is the length of the magnetic flux path. Area of cross section of this ring is A meter square, and coil has got the number of turns N, carrying current I amperes. As shown in this diagram. Boys, you are learning you number 6 and chapter number 7 electromagnetic induction, that is in the syllabus. Chapter number 6 is for the 7. We need some magnetic terms from the chapter number 6 for the chapter number 7. Clear? This is a closed magnetic circuit. It is a closed path followed by the flux. Is called as magnetic circuit. Then some magnetic terms. Here, magnetic force. It is similar to the electromotive force, EMF. You know the EMF, electromotive force. Due to the electromotive force, there will be a flow of current in the electric circuit. Yes or not? Why current flows? Due to the EMF, due to the voltage. Then there will be a flow of electrons. Like this, MMF is required to flow or to generate the magnetic field lines in the magnetic material or in the magnetic circuit. Due to the magnetic force, the flux lines generates. flux lines cannot be flow like this. Electrons are flowing from one place to another place. They are leaving the orbits. The magnetic field lines not leaving the orbits, or they are not flowing like the electrons. They are just generation, creation. So magnetic force, it tends to drive the magnetic flux through the magnetic circuit, is called as magnetic force, and it is similar to the EMF in the electric circuit. Clear? So magnetic force, MMF, it is shown by the capital letter F. So it tends to drive the magnetic flux in the magnetic circuit. It's called as magnetic force. So we have seen up till now, due to the current, there will be generation of the magnetic field. There is a generation of the magnetic field, means the substance becomes the magnet due to flow of current in the circuit, in the conductor. So the current is responsible to generation of the MMF. And due to the MMF, there is a generation of the magnetic field. And this current is flowing in the number of turns of the coil N. So I can write the formula for MMF. It is the product of number of turns of the coil or conductor into the current flowing in the conductor or current flowing in the coil. So magnetic force is equal to Ni, number of turns of the coil and current flowing in the coil. So it is a product of N into I. So magnetic force is Ni. And from this formula, you can write the unit. What is unit for the current is ampere. And there is no unit for the number of turns, but we are taking first letter of this number of turns, that is T later we are taking, and then we are writing ampere turns, or ampere turn is the unit of the MMF. Ampere turn is the unit of the MMF. And definition of MMF, it tends to drive the magnetic flux in the magnetic circuit, is called as MMF. Tends to drive the magnetic flux in the magnetic circuit means what? It generates the magnetic flux like this. The single line of force, then second line of force, then third line of force, then fourth line of force. Like this, the magnetic field line generates, generation of the magnetic field lines. Okay. So when MMF is there, then magnetic field line generates. And what is the formula for the MMF? N into I, number of turns of the coil into current flowing in the coil. Due to that, the magnetic force generates, and then magnetic field line generates. And this MMF is similar to EMF because the EMF is responsible to flow the electrons or to flow the current in the electric circuit. So MMF is responsible to flow the flux or generate the flux in the magnetic circuit. That's why the MMF is similar to EMF. Clear this point?
Sir, can you repeat MMF part?
क्या repeat करूं? बोलो. थोड़ा fast हो गया. Look here. Voltage PD, potential difference, is responsible to generate the current, to flow the electrons. Flow of electrons is called as current. Okay. Now the flux field, magnetic field generate करने के लिए मुझे MMF चाहिए. बराबर है, मुझे MMF चाहिए. MMF क्या है? It is a product of number of turns and current flowing in the coil. So due to the current, MMF generates. And when there is MMF, then there is a magnetic field lines like this. But magnetic field lines cannot travel like the electrons. Electrons are moving. Magnetic field lines are not moving. They are generating like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this in the closed path. And substance becomes the magnet. Unit of the MMF is ampere turns. Ampere turn is unit of the magnetic field lines. Clear? So MMF is equal to Ni. And what is the definition? It tends to drive the magnetic flux in the magnetic circuit is called as MMF. Clear this point? Abhi batao.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Do you want to continue next class, sir?
No. Just I'm finishing. Okay, boys. Understood?
Please make me
Yeah.
host then.
Yeah. Understood, boys? I get
Yes,
then
sir.
MMF definition and MMF formula. Now we want to see two more formulas tomorrow's lecture. Okay. So I'm making the host who